You know, in between games, I got Astro imprisoned. I had a lot of time to think to myself and spent time in a odd realm. And, well, I think I'm going to go... Would you go, Nomad? I'm going T1.
Yeah, I'll go with the IO draft. IO Abaddon, Dead Prophet, a lot of sustain. It's Core Tusk. If my man builds Aghanim
Can even series or T1 going to take the series 2-0? Could get interesting. So you're a big fan of the Walrus Kick.
That's the best ability. That's the most fun and the best ability in Dota. Like, you pop a BKB, you just get kicked out. It works well against so many heroes, like a Life Stealer. Imagine just nullifying Wukongs completely. You don't necessarily need to rush it, but potentially you could. Like, having a Blink Dagger to be able to save people is nice, but I remember a game when Seb played it one game. They were playing it against Ursa, and he rushed the item. They lost the game, but you could still see the potential from it.
So it succeeded in failure.
Exactly, and it's the most fun ability to use. Imagine someone just walking to you, you kick him, he goes away.
Who do you punch him first or kick him after?
Oh, you kick him out.
Okay. You don't want to chance it.
The battle begins.
Doing a little martial arts, a little kick, a little punch,
and died with honor.
Be
Yeah, MMA Tusk.
yeah, need to get him you know, gloves. Those MMA gloves on him.
Look at him. He has a glove. It's a big glove.
I guess that counts. Well, that's not really a glove. That's more of a cannon on his left arm. Because that's what shoots out the shards, right? Or it shoots out
the punch. Yeah, you punch with that one. It says fish punch. I think shard goes from the right hand. Could be wrong.
I'll have to see. Mid Yopaj, 5 stacks of sticky napalm on him. Getting backed up towards the tier 1 tower, but immediately a Crypt Swarm on the Carl for his troubles. He does on this Bat Rider. We have seen plenty of Bat Riders since the nerf not feel nearly as effective.
Yeah, it just feels much weaker. He lost 50% damage on all units pretty much, so that's kind of a rough one. Strength of the Bat Rider was his laning stage was good, so now he struggles hitting the creeps. We can see even under the tower struggling a bit. Yeah, he just 2 CS under the tower with 6 sticking up palm charges, which is pretty insane to think about.
How nerfed he's gotten. I think we've seen a couple of Bat Riders still work out, though.
You can make it work, you know. It's a BKB piercing ability, good initiation, can snowball, clears the stack nicely, doesn't clear Ancients as fast as he did in the previous patch, but you can still make it work. Top lane, a lot of pressure from this Tusk and Puck coming out.
Who does end up popping and a couple of shots onto Debio. Play hard. We'll see how he builds in onto this Tusk. Be interesting. I know I'm now immediately thinking that every item next.
You just want to tank up a bit, like a casual bracer, wand, phase boots to have some more kill potential. Monkey King can't actually trade with Tusk once you get like 1 point in tag team, even though you're like a melee hero. Jingu is not that great. Few heroes hitting him during the tag team is just too much damage. Even on level 3, like tag team is just so good.
How that lane progresses right now. Death Prophet leading the CS chart, 11 and 3, followed by 3 heroes on the side of T1. Again, I'm wondering about the aggression. I'm wondering if either side's going to be more aggressive or more willing to play
bottom lane.
forward.
Forcing him to TP out, actually. Like this position 5 Abba, when he's tethered, a lot of it move speed, Orbus Venom slow, Curse of Avernus when it procs. keep it back to the tower, but they need to be very careful. Like, this lane is all about sustain from Neon, but potentially they can make a turnaround. Dragonite, not a single point in stun yet. Pretty standard build, you know, but once you get below 4, should have one.
Unorthodox, but effective.
I assume that we're going to just see more points into Curse of Avernus if he's able to swing that hard.
You don't need... It's a debate. You're playing a position 5, you still need to miss coil.
Okay. Juicy for level 4, 60% slow. Doable. Yeah, he did go to a level 2 on the Aquatic Shield.
Dire's structures are fortified.
If he wanted to get that, he could have put another point in Curse on level 3 since he's running low on mana, so you get something out of it. Again, start slow of the game. No first blood yet, 4 minutes in.
Top and bottled by Carl. Arcane Rune for his troubles. Bottle, so testing aggressively as we've seen in the past when both mids do in fact have that bottle. But Death Prophet sitting here with 20 charges on the wand, ready with a salve, ready with a shared tango, going into 2 null talismans to start this one off. Performing pretty well. Top of the net worth first by quite a margin. His first blood is picked up by Debil on Whitemon. So he's had a rough little start to this game. Lost his courier, losing his life burst. They get the kill up towards top. That's going to push Tusk even further forward.
If they catch a glimpse of Crystal Maiden, a Snowball plus a tag team with Puck, Crystal Maiden's just dead. Like, there is no counterplay. Boundless Strike is not going to keep them away from killing Crystal Maiden. It's just too much damage. Tag team is actually insane.
See it from like a fort roll, but now he's getting a lot of levels, a lot more gold. Could seem a little bit stronger. Ooh, Frostbite, Jingu pops off. Continue to go in on to play hard just yet, and that was an opportunity without Debil being there.
Yeah, baby.
Question is, do they want to return the favor? Pull on that. Still defended. Sanuel TP's over towards mid, giving an Aphotic Shield over to Yopaj for a second.
It's so hard to play Batrider into a Bat at any kind of... Even into Tusk, into Io, there's so many saves this game. So Neon lineup is not that strong early on, but once they group up together, just a combination, like you have position 4 Puck, Coil is still gonna, you know, do the same thing. Your other spells will not be maxed out, but that Prophet ulti will just munch on them.
Lasso used bottom, that's onto the Tusk, but Snowball, Abaddon coming over. Now they're going to go on a Cuckoo. They've got the shards placed down. They'll try to TP away. Exorcism comes in, and they'll focus their attention on the Carl. They both TP away.
It's that easy. The only stun they have right now is Tusk Snowball. Walrus Punch not online. Clock not level 6. So yeah, simple answers.
I'm surprised that they don't want to use that Exorcism to pressure bottom, but TP towards top, Jackie. Ooh, the damage in, and all right, I got my answer real quick. TPing top, using the Exorcism to get a kill on the monkey.
This is something you don't expect to have. They even have a lane ward, which is kind of scouting things out, but he was already close to the tower and not the best placed observer ward. In terms of like scouting things out, if it's on the hill, most of the time it just gets devoted. So this like, sentry is not gonna reach it, but yeah, very interesting move from Yopaj, made it work.
Getting a kill there and continuing to extend the lead on top of the net worth. Like, that was a great move. I wasn't even expecting it myself. I'll leave the bottom.
I mean, if you couldn't see it, then the other pro players also could not see. Or you didn't see it with your mouse movement.
I wasn't expecting it. Maybe, I saw it.
Okay, sorry, B-Cup. I did not mean to hurt your feelings or anything.
I just, in my mind, I was thinking, why didn't they push bottom? Then he came top. I'm wondering if they thought the same. Or wondering if he was just going to TP back mid, right?
Yeah. We see more and more Lion from position 4, especially because, like, Spirits so popular. They've been popular for quite some time. And this instant initiation against the Puck as well, who's been very hard to play into without any kind of lockdown. So Lion on the rise lately, and the burst damage from Finger of Death. 600 damage level 1. And insane. You need to be very careful how you use it, because it's 160 second cooldown ability.
It's quite a long cooldown, but can secure kills here if you need it earlier on.
When you say secure the kills, you mean KS?
Yeah,
Okay.
of course, every time.
Radiant are scanning.
I get those stacks somehow. Although I have seen a lot of Lions recently, at least lead with the finger. The initial move. Nova mid. Carl's gonna go for these stacks, but not gonna be as easy, right?
I want to see the difference. Like, you need I think you need to actually 10 stacks to farm. 7. Keep counting. 8.
8.
Next. 10, and then you start. Okay.
Starts at 9, burns at 10. We'll start to get these stacks. So they do burn out at 10. That is a lot of
you can
stacks.
feel the difference. Barely killed them.
Come and fight me.
Meanwhile, stacks are being
Radiant's
made
bottom tower is under attack.
in the opposite
Snowball
triangle.
mid.
Snowball
Dire's
mid, but
top tower
now
is under
they've got the
attack.
lockdown on this Tusk.
Dire's
He's in a
structures
lot of
are
trouble.
fortified.
And they've got the glyph. Do they have the damage? With another frostbite, Tether won't matter.
Blood friends.
Playhard comes in and just kind of feeds away his life.
That was something. You know, you still need
Radiant structures are
more time coming out from the snowball to use the Walrus Punch. Gave enough time for Whitemon to actually use the Frostbite. I love the build in Whitemon, getting that Frostbite maxed out. They saw the smoke. Pop the smoke on a mid lane.
Lasso.
They will get him finger.
And there's the finger. They'll get the kill on a Debil. He doesn't use that finger to kill steal. Just secures the kill and gets himself a stack.
Radiant's bottom
So now-
tower has fallen.
40.
Also, Natsumi has a large stack to work with.
It's got a large stack, but it is under the vision of the Dire. They just aren't coming over.
It's very hard to invade. They just use the finger, they use the lasso, they don't have the abilities. Dragonite, no form. So pretty much free stacks for Natsumi's Wisp. And you can see Januel already sitting at the entrance of the ramp, just in case something happens. He'll be there to back him up.
Goes Boots of Travel. Bottle with that bounty room. Smoked up bottom. They should be able to find Cuckoo. The question is, do they have the damage to get the kill? Snowball comes in. Dragon Tail used, and now they've got the sounds from the Waning Rift. They'll follow that up with Crypt Swarming. Secure that kill onto Cuckoo. One bottom is gone. The question is, Yopaj want to use X bottom? Answer to that is immediately no, as he's TP'd towards mid. See if he uses Exorcism to take this tower, or at least try to.
There's the Exo and smoke from Play Hard and the build. They're gonna wrap around, try to backstab. If they get a coil on 2, these 2 people are just straight up dead.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Out, locks up Whitemon. Proper side.
Dire's middle
And
tower
knowing that
is
all
under
these heroes are
attack.
here for Neon, they're not even going to try and defend the tier 1 tower. They're just going to look on and watch it fall. Yopaj gets credit for a illusory orb. Jaunts over. Whitemon. Well, the snowball does not catch him, but now there's the freezing field. They've got the silence from the Waning Rift. Breathe Fire is out, and Cuckoo goes into the Elder Dragon form. They're focusing their attention on the Playhard, who gets hit by that lasso and killed off. Again, aggression biting Neon, because they're not going to lose just one. They'll lose 2. Both Playhard and Debil end up falling.
A lot of spells missed used there, like Mist Stun, missed a couple of spells from Neon as well. So, yeah, in the end, they get the 2 kills, a bit overextending there, hesitating to use the coil or not. Maybe he was looking to get a secondary target inside the coil. Kind of backfires. Still very, like, close game. Monkey, we didn't talk about his item build. He's going for the Battle Fury. I personally am not a big fan of the Battle Fury. I'm just Maelstrom Ags or Ag EKB guy. allows you to fight much earlier.
Relocate. For White Mom. And Spirit's not enough, but one more right click from Natsumi to get the kill. What draws you from one over to the other? The Battle Fury to
Battle
the
Fury is
Maelstrom?
just slow. Once you farm the Battle Fury, you do not want to fight. You want to farm another item, possibly one more. So you don't fight with the team, but if this is the timing they're looking into, if they don't feel they need pressure, instead just 5. Because Neon's timing is, we get Aghanim Scepter on our IO, we get level 12 on that prop, have 16 spirits on Exorcism, and just go. Like, we go, we put the constant pressure on the map, we have a very mobile lineup, boots of travel, we can set things up with the relocate. Tusk still doesn't have like anything queued up. He's just going for these like small cheap items. Going Orb of Corrosion next. Has a fluffy hat.
Let us fight.
I mean, it's really cold out there. He definitely needs it.
That is true. Get that fluffy hat out. I know the fluffy hat from what I watched on the Slacks lore video. That hat is from where Tusk is from. Couldn't tell you where that is. Top of my head.
Dire are scanning.
Or well, that's what I want.
So you watched the video, but did not actually watch the movie.
No, I watched it. Just the intake into my brain is as good as it was in school, and I get about 40% of the information.
Okay. 40%'s a lot. Is it?
The dusk is always
For you, it is.
Oh my god!
I mean, man, you set it up, but like you set it up perfectly. I just had to do it. So yeah, attack team 5 men strong inside the Roche pit. They take it so easily. Aegis on that Prophet. They didn't even use the Exorcism.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Monkey
attack.
King going into BKB
Dire's
realizes
top
I
tower
will
is
need
under
to
attack.
fight with my team, so BKB is the item to go for. Still looking like very scary lineup from
Dire's
one
top
right
tower
now,
is
just
under
pretty much
attack.
nothing to fight. They understand they're much weaker.
I don't want to fight just yet. But that's, again, back to what you were saying. You don't want to fight with the Battle Fury. Now he wants to go BKB. Like, there's an Aegis in the hands of Neon. You've got almost level 12 on the Death Prophet. The IO's picked up the act. These are the items. These are the timings that Neon want to hit. Meanwhile, T1, they're waiting. They're waiting. They're waiting. They want more. The question is Neon going to give him that space to achieve getting more?
Neon, they just
Radiant's
smoke.
bottom tower is under attack.
Dragonite has a blink dagger, might be able to go for the
Dire's top tower is
initiation.
under attack.
It's hard, you know, playing into Io's Tether, Snowball,
actually just-
Aquatic Shield.
Spot Cuckoo. Coil comes in, snaps it, on the run, Snowball lands. They've got the Walrus Punch, Spirit Siphon, and everybody here from the side of Neon to get the kill on a Cuckoo.
This is one scary looking lineup. Once they get the ball rolling, this is it. Like, level 12 Death Prophet, Exorcism, level 2. So it's time to go. It's time to force a fight, pop the Exorcism. If they don't defend, you get it down for free.
Trying to TP, but he was already getting targeted by Snowball. Tsumi with another kill there for the side of Neon, now 6-4.
Come and
Relocating back, but that's the Exorcist for the tier 2 mid. So they're just taking kills, taking objectives. Really well done from Neon.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Like, looking at their lineup, it's just a natural progression how things are gonna go, especially if they kill that Roshan Snowball again inside
looking for
the tier
Cuckoo.
3s.
Bottom tower is under
In
attack.
far for play hard, needs to be
I
careful.
have punching for you.
Carl on an interesting spot here. Run with the Firefly. We'll get away from the side of Neon, but the
Dire's
tier
middle
2
tower
does
has
fall
fallen.
over mid. Exorcism will end in
Radiant's
just a
bottom
moment
tower
as
is under
these
attack.
ghosts will start to come back to Yopaj.
I talked about how they're getting cheap items on Neon. Puck going straight into Spirit Vessel to be able to deal with the Dragonite and Monkey
Dream
King.
Coil. They've got the catch on to Carl. Again, Debil and Playhard just loading up together and getting a quick kill. Where is your team?
Even if they did not have Aegis, I still wouldn't feel that T1 is ready to take a fight on Neon. And items like they're starting to pile up. Io, Helm of the Dominator, Aghanim Scepter, Blink Dagger.
Oh, they've got the tether and the relocate. Whitemon's used that freezing field, but it doesn't accrue them anything. DeBio going after Cuckoo, Spirit Vessel on the Dragonite. Rotations coming over from the side of Neon. They're going to be back any second, ready to go. Hex used on Yopaj. Snowball comes in into Whitemon again, who's trying to TP out, but the Walrus Punch with Natsumi's Spirits and right clicks will get the kill. They've got the Yules onto the Lion. They'll catch themselves a second. Silence onto the Lion. Spirit Siphon there, and eventually Zephyr to fall.
T1, they can't make any aggressive moves because there's always a threat of relocate, Death Prophet keeping in. It's like this mental game when you're playing into multiple saves. Let's say you're playing into OD with Astral, you're playing into Shadow Demon. You don't have the tools to deal with all the saves, so you don't even try to force a fight. And it's the same thing here. They even have like one extra save. You have a heal from a Baton, you have a Photic Shield, relocate, Tether, a lot of heal. Very hard heroes to kill overall. Then you have a Snowball from Tusk, Coil again.
Yeah, Coil again used on to the Dragonite Spirit Vessel. That's on top of DK2. With the Spirit Siphon and a Crypt Swarm, that's the finishing blow needed for Yopaj to get a kill on a Cuckoo. They're just continuing to move around the map and find these spots where T1 are trying to, well, stay safe. They're not.
Map is just getting smaller for T1. You have two heroes that love to be on the trees, love to split push. Monkey King, Batrider, it's still not happening. Your two supports are getting out-farmed. Good thing for Lion, I like the build. I gotta say, Ether Lens, when you go for Lens, you don't get the talent, you get not more than 1 point in mana drain, because Hex really scales, you know, in terms of a cooldown. It goes down by 6 seconds, which is pretty big, and you have mana pool to work with, especially with Crystal Maiden's aura on top of that.
Yeah, so that Hex, 12-second cooldown, 4-second duration at level 4. You really want to work with. Tusk is holding on to 1,600 gold. I'm wondering,
Most likely Blink Dagger. The hero really shines with the blink, much easier to save people. Then you can potentially get that Aghanim Scepter. It's kind of a meme.
Right.
I want to see it here.
Yeah,
Not sure we will, because Neon is just getting so much out of the map right now. They killed the Roche #1 pretty quickly. Exorcism, once again, back online. That Prophet, full BKB, level 15 talent, cast range. It's time to take some more towers.
See if that's exactly what they can go after as Whitemon gets caught again. Silence, but he's got that bullwhip. Good use of the illusion rune there by Yopaj to keep up with Whitemon, who tried to keep him still with that frostbite. Do so. Illusion rune coming in handy. Jackie's got the BKB now. So let's see if you know, this BKB is the difference maker they need it to be. He's looking for a Scotty next.
This is a good pick up if they can get it.
Yeah, he's being caught. Wukong's looking for the balance strike at the finger from Zephyr. They'll get themselves the second stack on the finger of death kills. Dream Coil used. That lands on a Zephyr. So they'll at least get one in return, but a big kill there onto the Death Prophet.
Nice setup from T1. They knew what's going to happen. Monkey King on the trees, Lion hiding in the trees, Boots of Travel from Batrider. Neon still get one kill in return, but it's all about stopping Neon's progression because they are very strong right now. And if they can keep getting those pickoffs, it's gonna be great.
We haven't really seen much more pressure after that tier 2 take from. Not sure if they're just waiting for Roche as the timer's getting a little bit low, an obvious extension. See how long that is. Play hard. Snowball, Walrus Punch with the shards. Trying to get a kill here on a Whitemon who goes into the freezing field. We'll have that extra armor. Breathe Fire. Illusory Orb out from DeBio to get the kill on a Whitemon.
In my presence?
He is dead for the sixth time.
Silence.
Kind of rough one for him. Can't blame him considering the heroes he's playing against. But Carl, he gets caught. We still didn't see the full power of this Wisp.
Radiant's bottom tower
Aghanim
is under
Scepter,
attack.
Sange for some extra self-HP regen, and lifesteal, some status resistance, damage. Like, you don't necessarily need to upgrade Sange, you just get Sange and carry Io because you get so much from the item. And I see BKB and the hard queued up. This Wisp, he's gonna become unkillable. They don't have a Spirit Vessel carrier on the enemy side. Monkey King's trying to
relocate, and they'll go right in on the Zephyr.
So Monkey's trying to get a Scotty, which is good against any kind of healing, against Net Profit, Io, Abaddon. We still have not seen Wukong's 25 minutes in. He's been just silently farming.
Been a bit quiet from Jackie compared to the last game. Not what you were, not what we're expecting from him, considering the Phantom Assassin game that he had in the last one, where he was playing up in the Neon face
Dire are scanning.
and really looking to just devastate these heroes. But it goes back to what you said about the Battle Fury. You're not ready to fight when you have that item. You still need one or two more. Scotty might be a point where he wants to fight, but it's still not that close.
Next Roche. Respawn, so Neon can try to force a fight. If T1 does not respond, it's free cheese and Aegis for them. They smoke, they know Roshan is up, so it seems like T1 wants to take one good fight. Like one, we have not seen a full team fight from Neon, from actually T1 this game. Dragonite pops the ulti.
And maybe looking towards going for
Dire's
a pick
bottom
and a
tower
Roche.
is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures
Anything
are
over here in the
fortified.
triangle. Heart picked up for this Wisp. He is super farmed at the top.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Coming
Radiant's
over,
top
Walrus
tower is
Punch.
under attack.
Carl caught. BKB's been popped. He's going to try and run. They got the stun out onto the DK. They'll pop the Exorcism. The chase is on. Freezing field on the back lines of this fight. In an interesting spot that's not going to garner any kills. Bullwhip to try and run. Picks up a bounty for his troubles. Whitemon might just be dead again. Right click's coming in from this Tusk, but the tag team popped and Debil gets the kill on a Whitemon. Now the side of Neon are in a rush.
Exorcism with Arcane Rune, they're inside a pit, free cheese, Aegis. In terms of network, game doesn't seem that heavily Neon favored, but T1, they can't make any moves. They try to go for something, they can't get anything out of it.
The Dusk is
really
always ready for a
Kind of crazy how close the game is in terms of net worth, but how far it feels.
It just doesn't feel like T1's doing anything. One good pick-off onto that Prophet when they were trying to group up. It was a good play. Other than that, T1 is just getting creeps.
Prophet sitting on top of the net worth. Really well. For Yopaj, who refills that bottle with a haste rune, has 30 seconds till Exorcism is up. Tusk going into the BKB.
Very disappointed. I mean, memes aside, BKB is a safer choice. You're playing into a lot of the stuns. Card. Have
Radiant are
anti-Tinker Ward, just in case Monkey King is sitting on those trees.
You do scan, and that catches, of all people, Whitemon trying to walk through the triangle.
Why do we keep calling it anti-Tinker Ward? Tinker has not been picked or used in competitive scenes for a very, very long time.
OP
Like
was playing
petition
in a
to actually
TSC.
rename that ward into something else.
All in favor, right in chat? Aye. What would you call it, though? Just Monkey King?
Anti-split push ward, maybe?
Production saying the Cliff Teasy ward.
Come and fight.
Mikoya Cliff.
Sure, we can go with that.
Relocate. Coming in bottom, Whitemon. He's the one who's getting caught here. Snowball, Walrus Punch,
I tried
knockout.
to warn you.
That uppercut really effective for play hard, just like Derek Lewis. Got a knockout the other day with an uppercut.
They're ready to go. They're ready to go high ground. The Exorcism is available once again. Almost full Lincoln Sphere on Dead Prophet. Like, this game might just end. They win a fight, this game's pretty much over.
Yeah, they do the kill on a Zephyr. They've used the Exorcism. Glyph comes in, but once it's gone, and they have so much sustain to just stand in front of the tower during the Glyph. They're going to go for the tier 3, and nobody here to defend it. You've got Monkey King, who's still sitting up towards top. He's got a TP available, but eventually needs to make that decision to TP, and he's still not going to make the move over. They get through the tier 3. Now the question is, can they get through Rest? Backdoor is up.
Bet try to cut the wave, so they just get a kill. It's the type of the game that T1 needs them. They need to possibly prolong this game for another 10-15 minutes. The problem is Neon is getting so many items. This IO is getting out of control. Hard working towards the BKB. I believe that's also an extra item. So that's Kaya and Sanj. Dead Prophet, full Lincoln Sphere. It's just very hard for them, you know. They're covering all their weaknesses. Blink Initiation Stun, Blink Lasso.
They're just not slowing down, and they're itemizing pretty perfectly, I would say. It's just been really... This is showing why Neon are at the top when they play games like. It may not be the most exciting Dota. It may not, like,
this is
be
exciting.
A bloodbath,
like,
but
at least for me, it's exciting because they're not making mistakes. Like,
yeah.
This is pretty much how you should execute the lineup that you have. You're not giving enemies any kind of opportunity to make a comeback. Age is still up and running for 55 seconds.
They have some time if they want to go again. Do have Death Prophet pushing out towards top, so maybe through that lane. Grouped up. T1 spotted. Spirits, not Sumi. He's the one moving forward. Stun comes out. Do they want to turn this? It's doing quite a bit of damage on a Whitemon as well as Cuckoo. They've got the Hex used, and Whitemon trying to TP away. With the BKB being used by Cuckoo, he'll TP too. So these heroes do escape on the side of T1. Creeps start to pressure mid and top. Extending the lead, putting the pressure on, shutting down these areas where T1 are able to farm.
T1 has mid pushed in, they have top very close to the enemy tier 3 tower, so now it's time to go. Another Arcane Rune by Dead Prophet, the best rune you can possibly pick up. Ghosts are level 3 right now, so it's gonna be very easy to go through the melee barracks, even possibly get another side or just force them to take a fight.
Potentially take a fight that they don't want to take that.
Pops the Lincolns, but was not close enough to actually use that initiation with the lasso.
They want to make the jump. The Dream Coil comes in. That's out on a Whitemon with the Wukong's command getting used, but the BKB is there. They're going to relocate back. They'll disengage. Silence onto the DK. They're thinking about fighting in, but they don't want to fight into the Wukong's command just yet with the lasso hitting on a Natsumi. There's the stun. Freezing field. Do they have the damage? It doesn't look like it. DPO, though, he ends up dead. They'll get the kill in December. They look over at Whitemon and Cuckoo, who are low on health. Januel trying to run. Biotic shield. Borrowed time not available. 3 heroes dead. Play hard gone, too. So all of a sudden, 3 die on Neon for the price of a lion, and they want more. Mules up into the air. Yopaj here with Natsumi. Balance strike comes in. The buyback used by the Abaddon. Swarm sending them back into the base.
They still want to take a fight.
Posturing.
Seems like if Abaddon bought back, there must be some communication. We need to do stuff. Wukong's command is down, but we can see the power of T1's lineup once they're defending the high ground. Blink stuns inside the Wukong's command, lasso on top of that. It's a lot of damage. That Prophet will have another ulti ready in 10 seconds. She had a Arcane Rune in the previous one, so they're ready to go.
Yeah, and these ults are down for T1. It's a tough hold. 10 seconds on the Wukong's command. We'll see if they're ready to pressure now, as the rest of the team will join them. They still have a tier 1 mid, so they're able to get back to this spot pretty quickly.
Wukong's back online. No lasso for 25. you can feel Neon. They're, you know, being a bit more respectful towards their abilities.
So they'll go with the Exorcism. Silence on the 2. Holding their ground for the moment. Stun comes in, only lands on some of these creeps. They'll use the Exorcism, take the set of racks, and now migrate over towards top.
Lion tried to go for a sneaky play, forced that Prophet inside his own team.
Behold!
Possibly push him out of the position, burst him. Yeah,
I am
Neon.
watching for you.
Roche may respawn in 25 seconds. Bottom lane needs to be pushed out. This is what's being drawn on the minimap.
And they've got everything back up for T1, so they wanted to back off, noticing that that was what was able to win T1, that little skirmish in the high ground.
Monkey's super farm. Monkey, that's why probably he decided to go for the Battle Fury. I want to be able to scale. You just get so much from that item. If it's much greedier, but it kind of cost them the early fights. Now he's level 22, BKB online, Basher, has a Scotty, working towards the Aghanim Scepter. Monkey's arena is just gonna hurt quite a lot.
Yeah.
Radiant are scanning.
So it looks like it's going to be a little bit of a longer Roche respawn. 4th iteration through it for now.
Tusk still not committing for a BKB. You know, he has that Ogre Axe. Could potentially transition into Aghanim Scepter, kick out the Monkey King out of Wukongs, because this is where their damage comes from.
But, so is that kick viable once he hits 25, though, and gets that extra...
Depends where he's standing.
He's only level 17, too. I know Cuckoo. I'd love to see level 25 for a Tusk. Shards come in and won't lock up anybody. The rest of T1 retreat.
White Mon still probably gonna die, chasing with the spirits. T1 holding the high ground.
Punching for you.
It's getting as much information as they can. White Mon sitting here low. He needs to be careful. Elder Dragon form popped.
Cuckoo's not afraid to use the Dragon form like straight away.
He wants to use it to control the area, but
If you're keeping ulti just for the fights, you're not playing the hero correctly. Even if you don't have it in the fights, it's still okay. You want to be able to farm up in between.
okay.
Also, interesting fact, because we were playing the Dragonite the other day, you need to be level 18 to actually get all the benefits from the Aghanim Scepter. To have that big black dragon.
Yeah. Gonna get the black dragon.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Goes down, in and out. Roche back up in just about 10 or 20. It's going to be a fight at Roche once again. That maybe decides where this game goes. Both teams recognizing that pretty early on after the disengage from top.
Oh, there is Aghanim Scepter upgrade on Roshan, so let's see if they decide to possibly give it to Tusk. You know, that Prophet still looks like a better candidate, but one can only dream. First, they need to kill the Roshan.
That is true. K gets it if T1 were the ones who grab it.
Oh, if Monkey King can get it, that's pretty big. I think they scouted out that Aghanim Scepter is available on Roshan. So Monkey just changes his item build also to
Look
a
at this wrap from
Blade.
Neon. They're going to go in on to Jackie. They've got the silence as well as the Walrus Punch. But the BKB being popped here by the Monkey King. There's the lasso used on a Dabil. Wukong's command comes down. They're going to get the kill into the
Good
pop.
snowball
They'll look
save.
over as the freezing field is used. But the silence comes down to the Crystal Maiden. They get the kill into Whitemon. They look over as the Exorcism is running through these heroes on the side of T1. They're chasing after Jackie, who used an early BKB. They get the kill into Jackie. They'll look over at Cuckoo. The two-man stun comes out from this Zephyr Lion. And that saves the DK. But that doesn't save them from giving up Roche to Neon.
It was like so much damage coming out from the Death Prophet. Io's actually insane. gets on top of someone. We can see that one again. Good Wukong's command is like the extra armor keeps him alive during the Wukongs, but once Wukong's is gone, Monkey King just doesn't feel as tanky at all. So let's see who gets that Aghanim Scepter. They give it to that Prophet. It's better, you know. I could only hope we're gonna see it on our boy Tusk. Didn't happen.
But I understand it. We both knew that that was the prospect of where that Ags was going to go. Timeless Relic picked up for the Death Prophet in the side of the Radiant. That's a good one to have.
They also have Aghanim Scepter on Puck, so like you don't have the counterplay to that. The only counterplay is if you have like status resistance, so the coil lasts seconds. Other than that, you know you're gonna be kept in place, and that Prophet Ghost will just eat you alive. 15,000 gold lead for Neon. T1 had like one good high ground defense. That was pretty much it. Other than that, it was all Neon.
Yeah, they're gonna have to try and do it again, as Yopaj starting to push him bottom. Ghosts coming out and going after the tower. Even using Exorcism, the amazing ability of the Ags coming into play here for Yopaj. Going to the high ground once again. You're gonna pop that Exorcism, try to make something happen. Jackie needs the proper positioning to come in through here, but they've got the lasso coming out of the Death Prophet. Natsumi stays with him, and they will relocate out. The Borrowed Time gets popped. They've got the Hex on Yopaj as well as the Balance Strike, but he's outside the circle with BKB pop by Yopaj. They'll turn this one around. The Snowball all the way through, going after Cuckoo, trying to get the kill into the DK. The Dream Core comes in with both the Monkey King as well as this Crystal Maiden. They've got the Walrus Punch on a Jackie. They will go for the Crystal Maiden as well. They took out Jackie, they took out Cuckoo, and now they'll find themselves White Mom with the Spirits, or will they just get over to the side? The dust is after he dies as Yopaj gets the kill. The buyback is used by the Monkey King as well as Whitemon, so Jackie trying to still fight as they got the kill to the Beal. No buyback available on the Puck. Carl starting to run as he pops the BKB, but the damage being done on Jackie. I don't think he can so much healing. He's not really getting away with much. Natsumi Hex in trouble, ends up dying, but it's only the first fight. They take out Jackie. He's gone for the second time, dead for 113 seconds as they look over Whitemon, who gets blocked by the shards. With Play Hard low, still can't get the kill, and now they'll focus on the tier 3.
He almost died to the Firefly. He went inside the fire, almost melts inside, and now it's just gonna be... How many buybacks was that? It was like 3 buybacks coming up from...
2 from T1,
from
one
T1.
from Neon.
Yeah, you're correct.
The dusk is
So
always
Wisp has cheese again, 4,000 HP. Not sure if they can get through his second life. Just too much damage. That Prophet with the Aghanim Scepter has some tower damage.
Silence. Ooh, that's a silence onto a couple with the BKB pop by Cuckoo. They go after Play Hard. They get the kill on the Tusk. He buys back immediately. It's that Tome of Knowledge trying to get into that level 25. Start hitting like Mike Tyson.
Let us fight.
The tier 4s. And Octarine Core picked up for Carl. Just haven't felt his presence. Good stun from Zephyr. Where's your follow-up? Monkey King still dead for 47 seconds. The Walrus Punch comes out on the Whitemon. He is obliterated off the map. And now they've got the Dream Coil down onto the Bat Rider, who snaps it, and that's with the Axe. So he's stunned even though he's got the BKB. GG is called. T1 drop game 2, and Neon even the series with complete and utter domination of this second game.
Yeah, great performance by Neon. Their timing, they know how to utilize the strength of their lineup. It's a very hard fight into that.